Well, first it was a fitness app, then luxury retailers and a restaurant chain. Hackers hitting again and again.
Consumer reporter Steve Noviello says that's why it's so important, more important now than ever, to really work around habits that hackers can take advantage of. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you guys. You know, when we talk about this type of stuff, it feels like, God, I just can't even protect my own information anymore. And you're right, you can't, because we give it away so freely. Hackers attack systems that are the most vulnerable. I would love to be able to tell you, look, never give out your personal information again, pay cash for everything, but we know that's never going to happen. And of course, having a good, solid credit profile is always a good idea. So instead, let's talk about some new habits which can reduce how vulnerable you are. Number one, use chip readers at terminals for payment only. Take a look at the video we've got for you, and I'm talking about the chip readers that have the chip reader up and running, not the ones that say, sorry, chip reader not working. The Saks data breach stole credit card information from shoppers. Chip readers don't transmit your credit card number, but instead a unique transaction code, so please use them. Well, here's the problem, and I'm sure that you've seen this. Terminals have chip readers that should be up and running by now, but there is a huge backlog to get these things certified and the software installed. It's not just about having the hardware, which merchants have, but there's a whole back-end process here. And I'll tell you what, when I go to my favorite retailer and see that they don't have that as an option, I let management know, you got to get this thing up and running, because I'm not going to shop here anymore because I don't feel secure.
Well, and you don't have a choice when it comes to gas stations. None of them have
100%.
chips.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we also.
Well, I'm sorry, you can go inside the gas station and pay at the clerk with the chip reader, but you're right, as far as the pump itself, forget it.
Okay, so we also hear about the brand, the store brand credit cards, and you hate to give them up because you like the rewards, but I mean, how do you work around something like that?
Sure, so think of the cards that are in your wallet and think of why they are there. Now I want you to think as each one of those cards as a chance for someone to steal your information. Each one of them is a point of vulnerability. The more cards you have, the more vulnerable you are. So habit number two, let's weed out what we don't need. Take a look. I know you applied for and you carry the cards because you love the rewards, right? Well, you can still get them. Use cashback sites like Ibotta or Ebates to get money back without the added risk of an additional card. Or head to sites like creditcards.com and pick out one rewards card for all of your shopping. The in-store promotions that you get as a card holder, well, you can still get those by signing up for somebody's email list. And let's be honest, it may be a good idea for your budget to dump the store cards, which at the end of the day are constantly enticing you to spend more money.
Yeah. And another thing, passwords, we get nagged all the time about change your passwords, don't write them down anywhere.
So hard,
right.
So hard.
Let's be real.
Well, and of course, and we use the same system, here. How often we get the note from Fox that says, you've got 6 days left, you've got 5, and you think, oh, God, I got to change this thing again, right? That's for a reason, folks. It's to protect your information. So the problem is we know better, but we're just not doing better. So habit number three, change your passwords frequently. Take a look at some video we've got for you. I want to point this out. The data breaches we're hearing about, like the one at Under Armour, for example, that they suffered when information for 150 million users of their MyFitnessPal app were compromised. These are generally things that happen months before we ever find out about them. And at that point, it's almost too late. So proactively changing your password frequently adds an extra layer of protection and just might make that stolen access to your account useless before anybody even knows that the data breach has even happened. I've got links for shopping for a card, of course, for my favorite cashback sites. It's all right now on our station website. And when you come see me online, facebook.com/SaveMeSteve.
What about for my memory? Because I can never remember all those
That's
passwords.
next week.
There are apps that you can do that. You have one website.
Is it secure?
Well, and I'll tell you,
you have
actually,
one
the big problem
website
that I
and
run
it logs
into,
onto the other websites for you.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Then I worry about that website that has all my passwords. See?
The issue that I run into, I rely on the fingerprint technology.
Yeah.
And now when I'm prompted for a password, I think, I don't remember.
Right.
It's
Here's
this.
my thumb.
This. Take this.
Happened to us last night. Took a half hour to order pizza because we couldn't remember the password.
Well, maybe that's the universe intervening.
Probably so.
Eat the salad instead.
7:58.